Okay, just about done here. Okay, so I've got both pieces fan folded up. Now we're going to attach the two pieces together. So one of the things you want to make sure when you attach these is that if you've got one going down, then the one you attach it to needs to be going in the same direction so they don't mess up the folding. So that one, I didn't have one to match, so I'm going to cut it off so it matches. There we go. Okay, so I'm using score tape. And go ahead and put just a small piece here. Then attach the two together. And if they're not quite the same width, which I don't know why these aren't, but apparently they're not, I'm going to make the difference on the inside. You won't be able to see it for what we're doing. But we want to make sure that it continues the fold pattern when they're together. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take the other side and do the exact same thing. And again, I'm going to have to cut one off. Oops. Did it on the wrong side. I'm going to make sure that my shoulder end is on the right side. Okay, so now we've got this folded and stuck together. We're going to make this into a circle. So we're going to basically push it down and then push the whole thing together. You want the center piece to be close together. So we're going to basically do something like that. Now you might be saying, how are we going to get that to stay together? Well, the best thing I've found is to take this is just a punch, and I'm adding the Scotch quick dry glue to the punch. Alright, and this can be a little tricky, so I'm just kind of pick it up, put it on there, and squish it and hold it for a few minutes so it will dry. Let me see that. Now, what I've done is I've put the Martha Stewart glitter bottle on top of that to apply some pressure so that it will stay, and we'll let that sit for a few minutes. Okay, so the letters that cut out, this is the letter O, and I've already embellished it. What I did is I used a flourish stamp that I had and used a glue pad and stamped the flourish just randomly on the letter, and then using the Martha Stewart glitter again, place that on the ink or the glue that came from the stamp. So it just blinged it up a little bit. You can really do your letters however you'd like. I like this technique, and I think it turns out pretty cool. So anyway, that's what we've done with the letters. So let's see if this is dry yet. Now what I want to do, because when we put the letter on our bling here, we're going to see that circle in the center. So I've cut another small circle, and we'll put, and this is just another punch I had, and we'll put some glue on that and put it on top of that circle there, and then put the glitter jar on top of it to hold it. Okay, so while that's drying, we're going to go ahead and punch the holes in the banner. Alright, so while that's drying, we're going ahead and punch the holes in the banner, and I'm using my Big Shot. And I love this thing because you can really see where you're going to put your hole. I'm just going to put a hole on each side, that. And that's where we'll tie the ribbon through. All right, let's see if that's dry. Whoops. All right, let's see if we can get this on here without it falling apart. I'm going to center that pinwheel in the center there. Try to get my circle back on. And then our letter O is going to go right in the center of that. So we'll go ahead and put glue. I'm running out of glue. And I'm going to cover the whole thing because with this pinwheel, it's got those pleats and it may not stick very well if I don't. So we'll go ahead and put that on like that. And we'll let that dry for a second. Okay, while that one's drying, here is another one of the panels for the banner that I've already completed. And this is the witch that we cut out. And I basically took spray adhesive and just sprayed the whole front of her and then sprinkled the same Martha Stewart glitter on top. She was too big to fit through any of my Xyron machines. I don't have the big one, but I'm sure if you do have the big one, you could run her through the Xyron just like we did the little bats. But the spray adhesive works just as well. And so now what we're going to do is attach the two here with their holes. And I'm just going to tie a bow. I'm not going to get too fancy because I think the banner itself is fancy enough. And I'll just keep a little space between them. And just tie a bow. Nothing special. Okay, cut the little tails, and then just tie the rest of them together in the same fashion, and you'll have a fun border. And I'll put this one together, and then I'll show you the completed project. And there it is, finished, already hanging. I thought it'd be more fun to see it hanging up on the fireplace. Get a backup shot so you can see the whole thing. I thought it would be more fun to see hanging up on the fireplace than just laying on my craft room floor. But it turned out really cute. If y'all make one, send me an email. Let me see yours. I would love to see it. I love the banners. They're really fun to make, and I think they add the holiday, kind of spruce it up a little bit. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will see y'all next week.